Breaking news tonight as Mississippi legislature approves a bill today to change the state flag. The House passed the House Bill 1796. Great photos. I'm a little biased. I think I have to choose my mom's as my favorite. Everything else was second though, I have to say, but sorry, mom's got to take number one there.
I won't tell.
Protest for George Floyd is set to take place. As you can see behind me, this gazebo, people are starting to gather where law enforcement has told us a prayer is set to take place. Skylar, yeah, that's right. So right now I'm here in downtown Leland. It's a little chilly outside, so we brought the party indoors. So I'm at the Progress Leland right now, where tons of local vendors are setting up for the event tonight. I spoke with Walmart employees inside asking where I would be able to find the state flag. They told me it's no longer available. And this is in line with their 2015 policy where they stopped selling merchandise with the Confederate flag on it. This morning, I filled up my water bottle in my kitchen sink, but for some people just outside of Schlater, that's not even an option. The community of Indianola gathered to march against the recent gun violence that has shaken their community. Another New Year is here, and I took a look at some of the most popular New Year's resolutions and asked some locals if they made any resolutions themselves. The Future Tour Championship golf tournament is kicking off in Greenville this weekend, and young golfers say after having to cut their season short, they're excited to get back on the green. Gentry High is no stranger to success, and in the past few weeks, they got to add a couple more students who took that success to the national level. And they say even if you're just looking for a summer job, there's tons of positions that are worth checking out. Steinmart has been around for 112 years, but on Wednesday the company announced the Chapter 11 filing, citing changing consumer habits and the coronavirus causing significant financial stress. But in Greenville, Steinmart is more than just a department store.
Steinmart was never just a store, it was an experience. It really was for everybody, for all the citizens of Greenville, and probably all the citizens from the Arklamis.
With only Goodman's being around longer, it's been a staple business for the Delta. The very first Steinmart was built right here in downtown Greenville back in 1908, and people from all over the Arklamis would come to shop on Washington Avenue. Goodman's recently closed earlier this year and will be under new ownership, but Rebecca Goodman says Bernie Goodman and Jake Stein were good buddies throughout the years, making sure the Delta had a thriving downtown business district, and she says she hates to see the chain file for bankruptcy. Another Greenville staple, Jay's Hub, has been in business for 66 years. It, Steinmart, and Goodman's made up the main shopping hub of downtown Greenville.
People would be talking in conversations outside of Greenville, and Steinmart would come up in the conversation. Invariably, the person from Greenville that was in that conversation with pride would say, well, Steinmart started in Greenville, Mississippi. And you'd get a response like, oh, no way. Greenville, Mississippi? Yeah, it started in Greenville, Mississippi, right in the 200 block of Washington Avenue.
And residents were just as sad to learn the news. On Facebook, viewers expressing their feelings, saying things like, I grew up at that place, and saying they had fond memories of the store as a child.
It'll be a loss, and the presence of the Stein family and the Stein retailer is gone, and the end of an era.
And in a statement, Steinmart says it will operate as normal in the near term and begin selling off assets in an organized going out of business sale. Reporting in downtown Greenville, Tamara Lopez, the Delta News. That's the sound of the bus that's part of the new collaboration between the city of Indianola and FedEx Ground in Olive Branch, Mississippi. The new program announcing a bus to shuttle employees to and from the location. Representative Otis Anthony and several other city officials were in attendance, as well as representatives from FedEx. All say they're excited for the opportunity.
We're going to be able to offer things that some of our citizens without transportation wouldn't have that opportunity. So we're real excited that we'll be able to give them an opportunity.
Under the new program, residents will park at the old Fred's parking lot and get shuttled back and forth. Organizers say if they can't bring the jobs to the Delta, they will bring the Delta to the jobs, also bringing their hard-earned money back too.
So we're making this a full circle, bringing it back home. All of the money There's been questions people ask about, you're taking out people outside of the Delta, but all the money is brought back here. No, we don't make stops in between. We go to work, back to Indianola. So these people will spend their money right here in Indianola.
Especially during the pandemic, Chapman says more people than ever are looking for work. And on the buses, they've installed these clear plastic shields between the seats to keep passengers safe while they ride to and from work. The Kellogg organization and the Foundation of the Mid-South also partnered up for the Workforce Transportation Project. And FedEx says they're hiring for package handlers with the possibility of even transferring to Leland if spots become available. And they do plan on holding a drive-through hiring event and orientations here at City Hall to make it easier for the employees. Reporting in Indianola, Tamara Lopez, the Delta News. Yeah, that's right. People are coming out to enjoy tax-free shopping on tons of items, and it's just in time for back to school. The tax-free holiday is taking place once again, and shoppers say, especially during the pandemic, every little bit helps.
Since I have 2 in school now, I have a 5th grader and a kindergartner, so it comes in handy.
The tax-free shopping began Friday morning and will run through August 1st at midnight. And a new store in Greenville is holding its grand opening while also offering tax-free shopping.
So for tax-free weekend, we have school uniforms, which includes girls' shirts, boys' shirts, pants go from young girls on up to men. We also have book bags and belts, which are included in the tax-free weekend.
That newest location also offering grand opening promotions on cell phones. And even if you're not shopping for back to school, there's tons of things on the list that include shoes, clothing, and accessories. So even if you're just looking for some good deals, there's going to be something that you can buy that's tax-free.
Medical uniforms and also other items of medical that's getting down into the medical business.
So whether or not you're back to school shopping or just trying to look for some good deals, there are going to be a couple exclusions, things like jewelry and certain sporting good items. Reporting in Greenville, Tamara Lopez, the Delta News. Store owner Buddy Strong was shocked to hear the news of his business being ablaze.
It was, it had been burning an hour or so by then. And you could tell it was gone. There's nothing to do but just watch it.
He had to just watch and wait for the flames to die down on the community's beloved store. After almost 40 years of business, unfortunately, the owner says he's hanging up the gas pump for good.
That was the end of Price Oil Company. Because at my age, you can't rebuild.
Neighbors and community members mourn the loss after having already survived the floods that ripped through the town.
It's just, it's what else? What else, it's bad. So to go through that and then see this happen.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation, but preliminary reports show signs of a break-in, but there are still no suspects at this time. Reporting in Holly Bluff, I'm Tamara Lopez for Delta News. Social media lit up Thursday night after Greenville Mayor Eric Simmons posted an open letter to the Washington County Board of Supervisors asking for a Confederate monument to be removed from downtown Greenville. The board will discuss the monument in their upcoming meeting. Board President Carl McGee says it's time for the monument to go and is confident the upcoming meeting will reflect that.
The statue is located right there on the front of the Washington County Courthouse lawn, right there on Washington Avenue. The board will take that matter up in Monday's board meeting, and I have every confidence in the world that our board will make a decision that's appropriate in consideration for all citizens across Washington County. They'll do the right thing.
The topic coming up as around the country, cities are having similar discussions about longtime standing Confederate monuments. This is the monument in question right outside the Washington County Courthouse in downtown Greenville, and it sparked a lot of discussion throughout the community about what should be done about this monument.
I don't think they should, because it's been there forever, and it's part of our country, so I don't think they should.
I don't feel like that is right to remove that. It's been there for the longest. I just don't feel like that's right.
Some residents saying the statue itself being removed won't matter because they say the ideals people have live in their hearts and not in a statue. That board meeting is set for Monday morning, but spectators will be limited due to coronavirus concerns. Reporting in Greenville, Tamara Lopez, the Delta News.